I don't believe in Dajjal. Those are fables and legendary stories propagated by converts to Islam from their Christian background in Arabia, in Iraq, and Syria. I think a lot of the Hadith material is a Judo-Christian sort of baggage that's documented in the Hadith and has gone on to become a secondary source of information for majority of the Muslims. But as I said, Muslims are not keen on studying the books of Hadith. Nobody did it in my family. I never saw my parents, my uncles, aunts, any point in time picking up a book of Hadith and reading it or believing in it. We hardly have time to study the Quran, and to relate to the Quran. So as a norm, Muslim people don't do that. But the religious circles do it, like the madaris, the madrasa, the Islamic universities. They are the ones who read from those sources and go on to preach to Muslims. But then Muslims are, they don't have a mind frame to sort of buy everything what they listen to from the preachers. Although we do tentatively believe them, I believe a lot of stuff that the preachers told me when I was a little kid. But as once I started reading the Quran, it made sense to me. I was like, "Whoa, this is what the preacher said to me in the mosque. This is not even true here. The Quran doesn't even say that." So it becomes very apparent when people read the Quran that the preacher in the mosque was really talking a bunch of nonsense, not really rooted in the Quran. And there were stories and fables that we are not required to believe, because God says in the Quran, the Quran is a very clear book, and this is the final revelation, and we are required to believe in it. And once this, because this is the path of God, Sabil Allah, this is the path to God, Sabil Allah, you know what I mean? So it cannot be other texts that have material contrary to what the Quran has to preach. Because one of the stories I remember telling my dad telling me, in fact, is there's always this disagreement about the crescent moon, like when do we have to celebrate the Eid, for example.